A few days ago I went to the scrapyard to dump off a truckload of old broken power tools and mower parts that had been sitting around the shop forever. Trying to make maybe a few extra bucks, clear out the shop a little bit. And as soon as I pulled off the scale, there was a guy in front of me in line. He was dumping off a vintage Coca-Cola cooler, and before I even offloaded anything off my truck, I realized that I am not going to make any money today. And as a matter of fact, I spent money on top of what I would have made, and this is what I found. I found a 1964 Cornelius Coca-Cola cooler, and what I really liked about it is it has a lot of the original paint. It has original badging and the original cap catcher. It's got the bottle opener right here, Cornelius. It's got the right amount of patina. I mean, you can almost get your finger through it, but not quite. It's still there. I thought it was funny it had a tab advertisement on here. I've never tried it. It sounded horrible to me. Taste tab. Artificially sweetened dietary beverage. Vomit is what comes to mind when you read that. But it has a really nice Coca-Cola button stuck to the front of it as well. And if you come around to the side, if I can angle my light down, got really nice side graphics here. Things go better with Coke. This side's really nice. This was probably the side that was facing the wall. This thing spent most of its life outside. This is the one that's facing the elements. And this is where things get kind of sketchy. But the important thing is the inner liner and the insulation is okay, because that's what holds the cold in. Now, it has this rack inside where you can put, different drinks, or just all Coca-Cola, whatever. They slide right in. I grabbed a Route 66 root beer, and it fits on this lip right here. Slides right in. You can slide it all the way down. Bam. The bad news is the compressor doesn't kick on at all. The fan inside works. I didn't hear anything coming from the bottom, and the compressor just did nothing. So, this is what I found inside. Move my super ancient phone out of the way. This is the condenser fan motor. It was locked up when I pulled it out. I took it all apart and cleaned it. It was so rusted together. But there was no fan blade on it, which led me to believe that it wasn't circulating air, it got too hot, and probably tripped the overload circuit. Next thing I noticed is on the end of the compressor was this relay. And when I shook it, it sounded like a maraca. It was just full of rust flakes and broken plastic, so I ordered another one of these. I took this one apart and cleaned it. It clicks now. It does actually move. I need to get another overload for it, but I'll try to bypass it to see if it will work. Okay, well, I decided to run a test. I took the relay apart. I flattened out the contacts, cleaned them, and put it back together, and I stuck it back into the cooler. And since I don't have a condenser fan, I have the box fan pulling air through the condenser away from the cooler. And amazingly, the compressor fired up. Check this out. It's working. So, I need a new relay. Not a huge deal. What that tells me it's worth sinking money into, so now I can find a spot in the shop for it. Let me know what you think of the scrapyard Coca-Cola cooler find. I will get the parts in, put it in, see if it works properly. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time.